7 weeks until Christmas. We want to talk to you about selling at this time of year. Is it a miracle or absolute madness? That's the number one question being asked at the moment.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Get ready to rumble for Christmas. Get ready to rumble. How long to go?
It's 7 weeks and 1 day, and you'll be finding yourself Christmas Eve, kicking back, ready to do the festivities.
No.
That's crazy. That's actually insane. I mean, the shops are playing the Christmas music. The decorations are probably already up.
Hard.
Real estate agents are being asked, is it, too late? Have we left it too late? What if we still need to do something?
Yes.
Are we just thinking madness, or could it be a miracle?
Do you know what? Would I sell my property now? Yes. The reality is, get this. Buyers have this emotion to buy. They often have a 90-day approval imposed by their banks. They've got to lock a property in within 90 days, or they got to reapply for their finance.
Yep.
So buyers, everyone generally is going to have to take some sort of holiday. Like most works will say, look, are you going to take a week or two off? Most works shut down. We don't.
Yep.
Most works do. And the buyer's got time. So one, their emotion is like, I really want to buy, I just love to do that. Two, they've got time to chill out and do what they love, what they want to do, i.e. car sales, realestate.com.au, whatever that may be. And then three, they got their approval ticking. That's on the buyer side. But on the seller side, you got sellers going, I haven't sold. Maybe I'll take the property off for the next month and put it back on in February.
Yeah, it's opportunistic. However, it's certainly against the grain. Definitely, no doubt about it. What we see typically in a normal year, seasonally, as you come out of winter into spring, everyone has the same idea about selling. The stock levels usually go up. Sometimes they double. Sometimes they're up sort of 20-30%, and that's what happened this year. We saw properties move from about 600 properties on realestate.com for the whole of the Northern Beaches to about 950. There was quite a big upswing. Then you find people are in selling mode. People feel good about being on the market, selling. They're quite happy to accommodate long settlements, as that still tucks in before Christmas. It positions them well for the new year. However, as you said, if you're not sold by sort of mid to late November, December, you're thinking one of two things. Either let's pause the campaign, we'll bring it back in January, February, or we'll just hold on to it. So there's these properties that exit the market, leaving only a select few still on the market and open to inspect.
If you're a buyer, you can't turn that buying emotion off through Christmas. That's the truth. You're just like, you're going to, and if you've got, getting finance, got the finance, whatever, you can't turn that emotion off. The seller emotion, you probably can.
We call it fatigue.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. You've been on market, long enough where you've had the feedback. It sometimes dampens the mood a little bit, and naturally people want to get back to, living, particularly when it's with family over Christmas. People might have family coming in from overseas. They just want to rest the campaign. That's why the stock level is almost half.
Now, for somebody that's done 30 of these, selling properties over the period of 20, we're going to talk about what the period actually is, but selling properties over the period of the festive season, I have an absolute ball. I think it's so cool. You know, I'm dealing with real buyers, real sellers. The tire kickers, they're not there. The tire kickers are sucking back on cocktails on the beach. But the serious people are in front of me, the serious sellers and the serious buyers. I think it's a wonderful time of the year to do business.
Yeah, and people, what you're saying, the GSD, the get shit done people.
Yeah, the
Excuse my language.
GSD tax is applied over the Christmas period. Get shit done.
It's the
Yeah,
mindset.
it's the people that want to get shit done that are there, and you know, and it's a good time. So, I think in short, and just to be definitive on that period, the reason why there's a little bit of pressure through this period, apart from the obvious, is if you're marketing a property in an auction, a 4-week auction program, as an example,
Yep.
you're not going to have your open houses or your auction. You're sort of going to choose a period before Chrissy or after Chrissy. So a 4-week auction is now pressing on middle of December, early December. So there's probably only another week or two to book in your auction. Then people will naturally, they're not going to hit their property to go to auction on the 25th or in their 4-week campaign to be around the 25th or New Year's Eve. And then more people more often push it past Australia Day. Certainly the construction business tends to come back after Australia Day. So often these campaigns, these 4-week auction campaigns, get pushed all the way into February. So there becomes this lack of stock in that early January, mid-January period, which is a beautiful time to be selling when there's a lack of stock. It's a beautiful time to be selling when there's a bucket load of buyers out there. So, you know, it's a nice, I see it as a perfect storm, really.
Yeah, I have to say, last year I did a Sunday open home the weekend before Christmas. It was busy, and I exchanged a property from the fish and chip shop on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. People were still out there. People were still looking. And I think it, comes back to people needing to just move, get things done, and you're there to facilitate. You're there to help be in the middle. And when people traditionally say no, it's quiet. It's people are happy to receive the help, happy to be out there. There's probably 1 week. I think the 25th of December to New Year. That's probably the 1 week, which is an exception, where sometimes it's a bit tricky to get a hold of brokers and solicitors, but we're still there in the middle and can help navigate around that with long settlements and getting things done, agreed via email, and just doing it like that.
Yeah, so we a good solution around that is a nice long cooling off period. So if we exchange a standard contract in Sydney, in New South Wales has a 5-day cooling off period. To extend that out to a 14 or a 15 business day cooling off period actually gives people 3 weeks effectively. So I think if you want to, if you do want to lock in a purchase or lock in a sale, and you don't have the Pro available on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, you can actually just do a longer cooling off. Then when they come back from work, most lawyers are back, I think it's around the 8th or the 13th or something of January. Then we present them with the already exchanged contract, and then they've just got to process that paperwork.
Yeah, that's good advice. And I think a lot of people are open to all these different ideas at that point of the year, because they've got the same intention of selling and then moving. So people are open to all these different things.
That's it.
You just got to ask the question.
So rent.
We've lost your mark. I think in summary, though, go on and say again.
Open all the way through. Rental, sales, commercial, whatever.
Yep, all the way through. Just give us a call. And not madness. Could be a miracle. if you find the right place at the right time,
Just get it done.
there's certainly stuff out there.
Thanks. See you, everyone. Have a good one. Go on, you Billy.
Have a good one.
Bye.